It's a South Ewe farm. I've been here since about 1977. I've brought my cattle here, which is pedigree South Devons. Keep sheep, do a bit of arable, and enjoy the scenery, which that's the main function of the job. Farming itself is, it's a privilege to be working in such beauty.
Having been brought up here, the valley is a very, very big influence on my work as a painter and a printmaker. It's in my memory. It's with me all the time. The fact that you can just walk out into the landscape and gather your information and then come back to your studio and immediately respond to what you've just seen is an absolute luxury, and that's what inspires me. And the weather, especially when it's windy. I was brought up with the weather like this, whistling around my ears all the time. So this is a very typical Tamar Valley situation, and one that features in some of my work.
Wildlife, particularly here, there's herons. I can always see a heron because I know where they hang out. Egrets are up here, of course, and buzzards are always circling overhead and also feeding on the fields.
Tamar Valley is one of the key estuaries in the southwest of England for a range of wintering waders and wildfowl. It's a good example of a RIA, a flooded river valley. So after the last ice age, when the water levels rose, the River Tamar was one of those that got flooded. That means that there's a lot of mud available when the tide goes out, large areas of salt marsh and mud flats, and that attracts a good range of wading birds. That's why the birds are here, because there's plenty of food down in those in the mud flats. We do get very good views, and the light on the River Tamar is sometimes fantastic. Today we had some superb light.
People can walk on the footpath. They do enjoy a boat trip on the Tamar, and it also gets people on the River Tamar because it is such a super river to take passage on.
Of course, the railway skirts along all the main viewpoints, really, and you can see how lovely the valley is. I mean, when you take a trip from Plymouth up to Gunners Lake, it's really beautiful scenery.
Kit Hill, which is the highest point in the Tamar Valley, the summit, if you go to the summit, which is just over 1,000 feet, you can see for miles, you know, sort of 360-degree panorama, so you can see right down to Plymouth and the Sound, onto Bodmin Moor and east to Dartmoor and things. So you can probably see the whole of the AONB from the top of Kit Hill.